Alright, what up YouTube? So this is going to be another sorting photo cards with me video. As you can see, I've got a decent stack to put away, already pre-sleeved, except for the bigger stuff that you see in the background, just because it's really hard to find good sleeves to put that in to store them. Alright, so I will sort out what we've got in my stack here, lay it out here, and then we'll get started with putting them in the binder. So starting with Singular, Dreamcatcher, Guyan. Now, well, you guys know my collection plans with Guyan, but this will fully complete Lose Myself era for her. And then next we've got Eugen's Connect Zero postcard. And then we've got Zhao Ting's Connect 1 target back, Eugen's Connect 1 purple back, Eugen's Connect Dash target, and Eugen's Connect Dash yellow back. So that's that one. And then we've got Billlie Suyun's green back, Harem's tan back, Suki's tan back, which is probably the most adorable Suki photo card I have seen, Siyun's green back, Haruna tan back, Haruna ID. That'll be the next ones that gets put away. And then we've got Aespa, Giselle, Hallucination Quest photo card, Karina's Hallucination Quest Lenticular, Giselle's Hallucination Quest Lenticular, and Winter's Hallucination Quest Lenticular. And we've got Giselle's Sync Dive Lenticular. And then I've got Giselle's POS AR clip and Winter's POS AR clip. And then the bottom of this stack is ITZY. I've got a couple of Guess Who's and then Crazy in Love all the way through to the Polaroid. Alright, so that's all I have in this mini collection video. Mini sorting video. So I will pull the binders up. I think this time we'll start with the least and go to the most for putting them away. So we'll be starting with Dreamcatcher in my alt binder, so bear with. Alright, so Ultimate Girl Group binder, Dreamcatcher, and we will just flip through. I've not made any progress on earlier eras yet since my last video I uploaded. Eventually I'll get there. Just flip through to, oh, that's Road to Utopia, so right here. And that will fully complete Guyan's Dystopia Lose Myself era. So all I have left from the Dystopia series is this brown back Guyan, which is the black outfit, white background photo card, which is very hard to find for her apparently. I'm having issues with that one. But yeah, that's the only thing left for the Dystopia trilogy. And once I get that, Dystopia will be fully done for Guyan. But yeah, so that's it for this binder. Nothing's changed really for any of it. So yeah, that was quick, easy, painless. I will close this up and we will get on to the next. Alright, 4th Gen 2022 groups binder. Haven't made any progress on the high key. I'll get there eventually. They're not really a huge priority for me right now. But yes, Kepler. So, we get these cards here so that they're kind of out of frame. Alright, so that we will be ready to put them where they go. Starting with Eugen's yellow back, connect dash, or connect hyphen, whatever you guys want to pronounce it like. I go connect dash. And then it will be the yellow connect dash target back. Again, all the cards I've already pre-sleeved ahead of time with Dragon Shield Clear Matte, just to save time. And then connect one Photocards before we go to putting the postcard away. So I've got Eugen's purple back connect one and Xiaoting's target back connect one. So I will, can't grab this, there we go. Put Xiaoting in her place. And try to peel the sticker off, there we go. And then Eugen purple back connect one. Put it in its place. Okay, so as you can see, I do still have her connect one target back. It is on the way because of the sticker from an Instagram trade. So that will get here eventually. And then going to the postcards, which is Eugen's Connect 0, which is the pink back postcard. I don't know if I want it to go in this way and have it kind of facing that when you open it. I think I might do it actually that way. I think it looks better. So never mind. I'm going to leave it that way. Okay. So that's it for this binder. Short, simple. Another one. Like I said, this video is going to be a lot quicker than the movie one I posted not too long ago. I believe it was midway through February because of my issues I had with trying to upload it. This will be going up probably near the end of February or mid to end of February. We'll see. But yeah, so that's it for that binder. We will move on to the next. All right. So 4th Gen binder, Girl Group binder 1. So in this one, we've got, this will be where Aespa and Billlie will be going. So start with Aespa because I have this binder set up in alphabetical order. So starting with the Hallucination Quest photo card for Giselle. Yes, I'm going to be one of those crazy people that decides to collect OT4 for Aespa all the way through. I know my wallet is already crying because of that. But I love the group. What can I say? Every member is very talented, and I just really want to collect every member. So then we've got Karina, Giselle, Winter. And with that, as you see, ooh, that almost was bad. I was waiting for that to happen at one point in this video because I tend to do that at least once in these videos. Not that my drink's helping me much, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so that will fully complete the lenticulars for Hallucination Quest, and then I will only have the 2 photo cards left, or the 2 members left, I should say, for Hallucination Quest. Then that part will be fully completed for Aespa. Oh. Now I know I probably didn't need to sleeve these lenticulars, but OCD and uniformity, I need to have it so that every card, no matter what it is, at least looks the same or is sitting the same in the binders. It's just how I am. So, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, so moving on to Sync Dive, where I only have the one photo card for it, which is the Giselle lenti for Sync Dive of her and her eye, which, for the record, I love how they kind of did this with the lenticulars, how they have like the member of like who it is, and then their A's, or eyes, I believe is how you pronounce it. But yeah, I love how SM did that with this version. I think it's really cool how they did those lenticulars. But yeah, as you can see, and you guys know, because I believe I mentioned it in the video at least once. In Aespa, this sticker is not coming off nicely. There we go. In Aespa, my bias line is MACNA line, which is Winter and Ning Ning. So I was super bias lucky with my pulls in the albums that I got, because I only got one copy of each of the 3 versions that SM put out, the Hallucination Quest, Sync Dive, and POS version. I only got one of each of the version, and my pulls in those versions were super lucky. Like, I got Ning Ning's set from Hallucination Quest. I got Ning Ning's set from Sync Dive. And then I got Ning Ning's AR clip from POS, and Karina's POS, just regular PC. Yeah, so speaking of POS, I will reposition these cards and put them in their spots. And one thing I noticed is of all of the members of Aespa, the one that costs the most, the most expensive member to collect, is friggin' Winter for some reason. Like, I hate member pricing. Like, I absolutely despise it. But, I mean, it is what it is. It's the way that this collection world is going with K-pop. So, it's like, I mean, you kind of just have to accept it, but even if you don't agree with it, which I absolutely don't agree with it whatsoever. Like, when I sell my photo cards on my eBay page, which I do have, and I have some sales on there, but I just haven't linked it in any of my descriptions yet because, I don't know, I just kind of keep forgetting. Not gonna lie. But it's just, member pricing just pisses me off to the point where when I sell my cards, yes, I could make more money if I chose to do the member pricing, but because it's scummy and bullshit, I don't do it, and I will never do it. So when my pricing for all my photo cards is based on era and rarity for era, right? So that's what it is. Like, that's what my pricing is market price for rarity of era, not for members. None of my cards that I have for listed for sale on my eBay page, which I might start linking in the description below with the rest of my social media sites, but my eBay page, on that page, all of my photo cards, every member is priced the same. I do not believe in member pricing. I will never do member pricing because it's stupid. Okay, but anyways, rant over. Moving on to Billlie. Now, Billlie. Billlie is like Pixie, very strong possibility of becoming a potential alt for me. And now, if you've watched my other videos, I've mentioned it before, but if you've watched my other videos I have on my channel, you know that I do not delegate alt status easily to anybody. They actually have to work for it, and I actually have to absolutely head over here, fall in love with the group for them to be considered an alt of mine. That's just how I am, and that's how I'm always going to be. I'm very, very picky when it comes to alts. I don't hand that title out willy-nilly. And I don't think I ever will. But, I mean, there's something about these new groups that are just debuting, man, that are just, like, they're so strong when they debut. And then you watch their, like, behind-the-scenes videos they have, and you just start to fall in love with them. And it's, like, it's something these groups are doing, man. But, of all of them, in this binder that I collect, Billlie is the next closest one, I think, to be alt. But I'm not putting them at that status yet. Suki is definitely very close to being put on status of alt bias member, with the way I am, which I've explained before, is I have biased members even if I don't necessarily alt the group. Like, I have alt members that aren't in a group that is alted, right? And that's how I've always been. Suki, Suki and Shion, or Sean, I believe is how you pronounce it now, are two members of this group that are very, very teetering on the borderline of being considered and deemed an alt of mine. But we'll just see how time plays out. They have a comeback that's happening. I forget when it is at this time. I mean, it's like, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm recording this one. I forget the exact date that they're coming, but there will be a reaction video to it. I've already pre-ordered the albums. But yeah, and you'll see when I go through this that I've already set my binder up for that collection too, except for the one part of it, which I have no idea how I'm going to collect it. I'll talk about that when I get to it. But anyways, so for Village of Perception, I'm only missing the Suyeon ID card and the Suki ID card. Now, I don't have it up yet. Wish lists for Billlie or my extra cards from Billlie that I pulled in my albums. I don't have them up yet on my Instagram page, but I will be posting them within the next couple of days, I believe. The wish list for Billlie and the trades I have. And literally all I'm looking for is all I need is Suki's ID card and Suyeon's ID card, which I'm willing to trade any of my current posts I have on my Instagram page, any of that are still available, any of those cards for the ID cards, because I really want them, because once I get them, that will fully complete Village of Perception, which will be just in time for Collective Soul and Unconscious, which I will talk about momentarily. But yeah, as you can see, like I said, and I even said in my update video that was posted before this one, the movie length one, that Billlie, I decided to collect OT6 for debut era, and then going forward, it was going to be my top 3 members of Billlie, which is Suki, Sean, and Shion, which now that we're here, I can talk about it. So I've already got the albums pre-ordered from K-Pop Market 01, Good Store 01, both on eBay. And then I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do K-Town for you or not. I probably will, but we'll see. In terms of pre-order benefits, I will not be collecting pre-order benefits for any Billlie stuff yet, anyways. And that's just going forward. Until further posted, I will only be collecting album inclusions and potential merchandise. Maybe, we'll see. But yeah, as you can see, I've already set my binder up for my top 3 for Collective Soul and Unconscious, which, can I just say, the album art for this album, stunning, just from the pictures that they've shown us with like the pre-order pages. Absolutely stunning. And I like how they're doing 2 versions for this album, their second mini. It's really cool. I'm really looking forward to hearing the highlight medley because I'm really stoked just to hear just the experimentation that Mystic Story is going to put into this album. I'm so here for it. I'm so ready for it. And it could not come sooner. But I'm patiently waiting. It will be so fun. It will be so good, I think. But yeah, so Suki set up with the ID photo in the middle, and then I'm going Soul version 1 and 2 and Unconscious version 1 and 2. Sean, is ID photo in the middle. Soul version 1 and 2 this way, Unconscious version 1 and 2 this way. Just to, switch it up, make the binder look a little more different. And then Shiyun, ID photo in the middle, Unconscious version back to here, and Soul version back to here like it was with Suki. Yeah. So this is the part that I'm like, I have no idea what the hell to do about. So if you look at their album inclusions for Collective Soul and Unconscious, for both the Unconscious and the Soul version, you get 1 of 30. 1 out of 30. 1, might I add, 1 out of 30 Polaroid photocards. Now, mathematically, the only time that it would make sense that there's 30 Polaroid photocards would be if each member had 4 Polaroids, and then there was 2 group Polaroids. 1 for the Unconscious version, 1 for the Soul version. But, like, I have no idea how the hell I'm going to collect my top 3 for the Polaroids. Like, I mean, until I actually physically get the albums and I can kind of maybe figure out how the Polaroids are going to work, I have no idea what the hell to do. Like, and that's the only part of this collection that's really going to bug me. But yeah, like, that's the only way mathematically and statistically that would make sense, is that each member has 4 Polaroids to collect, 2 for each version, Unconscious and Soul. And then there's 2 group Polaroid photos, which would be 1 for Unconscious, 1 for Soul. Or Mystic Story could be doing a different route, and I don't know, maybe having unit cards, group cards, and solo photo cards, like Polaroids. But I doubt that. So, like, the most logically sense, like, the one that makes the most logical sense to me would be each member having 4 Polaroids, and then there's 2 group ones, 1 for each version of the album. But I have no idea, and I probably won't know until I actually get the physical albums to figure it out myself. But, so for now, the Polaroid part of this Collective Soul and Unconscious, I have no idea what I'm going to do. And we'll just have to wait and see, once I get my albums, to see how they did the Polaroids to finally figure that out. But yeah, so other than that, I mean, there's no new updates in the rest of this binder, really. Stacy, I did get set up somewhat for their comeback. Which, speaking of which, photocard number-wise, they're kind of doing, like, 1 less, like, they're doing, like, 2 less of each for this album, which is interesting to me because as you can see beside it, I have J. I have her special photo card, and then the 2A version, the 2B version photo cards. But for younglove.com, there's only an AR and then one card for Young and one card for Love for the members, which is interesting to me. I don't know why they're kind of doing it that way, but I mean, I'm not mad because it makes it easier to collect. But yeah, so as you can see, that's set up for Stacy's comeback as well. And yeah, that's it for Girl Group Binder number 1. So with that being said, I'm going to take one more sip of this drink. Cheers. And we'll get on to the final binder, which will be ITZY. Alright, so final binder of this sorting photo cards with me video will be my Girl Group Binder 2. Minus the alt binder, which is a completely separate entity. Which this binder houses... if you've seen my video, my movie length video of collection ideas and everything, this binder holds ITZY, Luna, and Oh My Girl. And it's set up in alphabetical order. For ITZY, I collect Leah and Ryujin. Here we go. We got the photo cards to put away. So let's get started. Yeah, so older era ITZY is still kind of it's kind of backburnered. But yeah, so starting at Guess Who, I have Leah's caution tape photo card. Well, that made that easy to get that sticker off. So then the only thing I'm missing now for Leah for Guess Who is the limited regular. And again, I know it says Cherry on here, but if you watch my other video, my hour plus length one, the movie one, you'll know why it says Cherry on, but instead it's Leah. You'll know the reason if you watch that video. Go watch that video. But yeah, so this will be, for the most part, fully completing Guess Who. Like I said, as you can see, I am only missing the limited regular photo cards for both Ryujin and Leah. Which I also want to point out that this is, my ITZY collection is not sorted in bias order, it's sorted in age order. My bias in ITZY is actually Ryujin and my bias record is Leah. Just want to point that out there again in case you didn't watch my other collection video. But yeah, so we got Ryujin, 2 Ryujin, Crazy in Love, and then I've got almost, oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got Leah fully completed for Crazy in Love now. Thank God. Well, not really, because I actually found that she was pretty easy to find and trade for and everything, in terms of collecting. I find actually ITZY overall isn't like horrible to collect. I actually quite enjoy collecting them. They're quite fun to collect. But overall, like Leah, I find is pretty easy to find and collect. So starting with the regular selfie of her. Then we've got Lollipop Leah. Remove the sticker. Cookie Cutter Leah with the heart. Yeah. Oh, I'm probably not showing the backs. My bad. Kind of just trying to make this not as long as the other video was. So that's why. And then flower selfie. Ooh, she's kind of off-centered in this one. And actually, I know we're at ITZY, but one thing I forgot to mention with Billlie when I was sorting them was a majority of those cards were actually from Mercari, Japan. Because Billie's kind of an odd group to try to trade for. They're not super popular, and then when you find them, I mean, they collect members that you're kind of that you're collecting. So it's very hard to trade for Billlie right now. I feel like they're gonna get bigger and much easier to trade. But yeah, most of those, almost all of those actually, as you saw by the color of stickers that were used, which were green blue, which means it was coming from either eBay or Mercari Japan. A majority of them, like I said, were actually from Mercari Japan, and pricing for Billlie on Mercari is actually really good and pretty reasonable, so I was happy about that. Yeah, so I just want to put that out there just to say that. I'm looking at this page. I'm thinking I kind of want to switch it up a little bit with like the layout. Like I want to do maybe something like, sorry Lee, I totally just threw you there and I totally just bumped my freaking tripod trying to get you. Kind of want to do something like this maybe. I don't know. I think that might look better because these outfits kind of clash. They don't really work well together, and having them kind of blend wasn't really working for me. So I think I like this better. I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments what you prefer, either this way or the way I had it. But yeah, moving on to the two Ryujin, and I think I'm going to do this the same way, where I'm going to have the one outfit laid out this way. Right? And then yeah, and then the other outfit laid out kind of adjacent, opposite kind of setup. Yeah, I think that just overall will look better in the long run for my collection for this binder. Remove the stickers. Yeah, so my ITZY collection, it was kind of a combo between Mercari and trades. ITZY I find is pretty easy to ITZY in general is pretty easy to trade for. Not sure why. Okay. There was dust on the top loader because we're kind of renovating where my office is, which kind of annoying, but after all, and when it's all said and done, it'll look much better. Anyways, ITZY is easy to trade for, at least the members that I collect, I find is pretty easy to trade for, and they're pretty decently easy to find on Mercari as well. Oh yeah, even the backs kind of look better this way. I think I might move that one here and put this here, but we'll see. I'll contemplate once I get these fully done, and then I'll decide how I want it laid out. Yeah. This page I've made absolutely no progress on whatsoever. These are the this of everything. ITZY. Crazy in Love Special Edition is the hardest to find and collect. Just saying. But yeah, other than that, I will pull this out, remove the sticker, and put the Polaroid in its place. Boom. Polaroids for my top 2 of ITZY are fully complete from Crazy in Love. Very happy about that. I think what I might do is I might put white paper behind these just to make it look a little bit better. Or maybe even like a dark color paper because the white border from the Polaroids, but I don't know. I'll think about that. Yeah, so that will... This, like I said in the other video that I posted, my hour-long one, is I will probably end up selling this because this was on the way from Mercari. So this will be up for sale once I get around to posting it. I have no interest in filling this spot, so I might just put paper here just to make it look a bit better. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video, I think. A lot of cards to put away, but for a small number of groups. So yeah, with that being said, I will leave this video here. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, do your thing if you want to. If you didn't, totally fine, totally get it. But yeah, so this will probably be going up, like I said earlier, mid to end of February, and it'll just be titled Sorting Photocards with Me, or Sorting Photocards number 3, because this will be the 3rd video of sorting photocards I've posted on this channel, since I decided to actually use the channel. Which you'll notice, you'll know what I mean by that if you watched my Who is Mr. XC and What is This Channel About video that I have. That is like the primary video you see when you click on this channel to watch. It's not that long, and it's just literally, it's just saying like who I am and what the goals are for the channel. So if you're interested, check that video out too. I also have reaction videos posted, unboxings posted. I'm gonna probably get back into unboxing once I get more set up. Like I said, it's kind of just hard right now because I've got the renovation going on. But yeah, there will be unboxings in the future. There will be more sorting. The drink's speaking now. There will be more sorting videos in the future. And reaction videos obviously as well. Got my stack of fillers that I have that I will be dealing with later. Yeah, I believe the next video that will be coming is on the 14th. And I believe that is... Oh, hold on.